Hi guys, Jackie M here. Now, I've trimmed this video down to about 7 minutes for you, but what it is a set of instructions step by step on how to make lemang, which is a sticky rice, compressed sticky rice roll that's usually served with rendang at festive occasions, say during Hari Raya and that sort of stuff in Malaysia. So this was originally shared with members of my cooking club. You can find more details about this in the description, but I'm going to share it with you guys. And the idea with this particular recipe is that I've tweaked it so that it's probably as simple as it gets. Okay, now there are a few steps involved in it, so just make sure you pay attention at each step. Let me just pull up the video and you can have a look and I'll explain as we go. Okay, so this is the end result. This is what it's supposed to look like, a lemang. And here we go. Okay, step one, the first shortcut is that instead of soaking the rice overnight, I soak it for only 10 minutes, but using hot water from the kettle. Okay, so fairly hot water or near boiling water anyway. And the other hack I'm using is I'm using a steamer from my Thermocook Pro M 3.0. Obviously you can use any steamer you like, but this was really simple for me. And really compact as well and self-contained. Okay, so after soaking it for about 10 minutes or so, what you want to do is transfer the rice without the water into the steamer basket. Okay, make sure you've got something to catch the holes at the bottom. If you're using a steamer with big holes, your rice are going to fall right through. So with this Thermocook Pro M 3.0, it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? The holes are just right, okay, so it doesn't like clog, but it's not so big that the rice will fall through as well. And what you want to do here, you can add a bit of salt and a bit of sugar. Recipes are all on the website, okay, so don't worry too much about it. And what you want to do is only half steam it, okay? You don't want to steam it all the way through. So this is the second important point. So this is after, I don't know, maybe 10-20 minutes or so. After half steaming it, the rice will be still sort of al dente, but they would have cooked enough so that they are workable. Okay, they stick together, they're not all loose. Okay, and this is an important point because we're not using bamboo holes to feed the rice into. You know, if you were doing that, you would have used the rice without cooking it first. Okay, so what you want to do here, transfer the rice out of the steamer and then add some coconut cream, coconut milk, stir it through. You can use coconut milk powder as well, but don't get too carried away with how much you put in. I have done that in the past and produced a kind of like a lemang end result that's a little bit too soft. Okay, so banana leaves, you can get fresh banana leaves, that would be beautiful. I'm using frozen banana leaves over here. These frozen banana leaves, once they're defrosted, tend to be a little bit wet, so I have to wipe them down. Now if you can't get either, I guess you can resort to something like a high, you know, plastic that can stand high heat, something like an oven bag or something, right? So you want a big healthy amount. Just imagine a giant sushi roll, and then you want to see what I'm doing there. I'm just kind of like pulling it towards me, just like you would roll sushi. Okay, if you know how to roll sushi, you should be able to do this fairly easily. And the idea is you want to create a really snug fit, because you want the rice to continue expanding during the second cooking process. Okay, so just tuck in the ends and then just use some twine or similar to tie up the log, right? Now, again, if you're using oven bags, you know, I haven't actually done that myself, but I would imagine you would want to wrap some foil over the oven bag, okay? So kind of like have a double layer. I have actually wrapped a foil. If you only have a small amount of banana leaf, because you notice I want to roll this a few times, right? If you only have a small amount of banana leaves, what you can do is just use enough to cover the cylinder, the shape of the rice once, and then have foil over the outside, right? And just kind of like roll it up, kind of like a kebab, if you know what I mean. But yeah, maybe still tie it up as well, just to make sure it stays snug and hold its shape properly. Okay, this is just a simple way to kind of like tie this all up, right? And now with the banana leaves, you want to use the dull side, okay? Now, back when I had my restaurant, I know all the YouTube videos will tell you when you're dealing with banana leaves, you will need to soften them over an open flame. I have never ever had to do that, okay? Also, it helps that the rice that we're wrapping is actually still piping hot, and the heat from the rice will just naturally soften the leaves anyway. But if ever you do need to like soften banana leaf, they do turn out to be really hard and crusty, right? You can also just zap it in the microwave, okay? That's kind of like one of my Jackie M hacks over here. So once you've wrapped these up, you want to re-steam them, okay? Remember, they're only half cooked or maybe 3/4 cooked at this point, and you want to pile them into the steamer. You see how big the capacity is of this Thermocook steamer basket. And then I'm actually just being lazy and using the same water from the last steam. And then you want to steam it again, okay? So this time around, you can steam it for maybe about 30 minutes, give or take. It really depends on how strong whatever it is you're using in terms of its steaming functionality, okay? So this is after it's steamed. You notice the color of the banana leaf wrapper is now like a dark, dull green color, okay? So this is the final step. So and what you want to do is just heat up a little bit of oil in a pan, and you want to lightly grill these logs, okay? And what it does is that it just kind of like helps to replicate that the grilling in the bamboo. Okay, so just let me quickly, while I can, just explain. In Malaysia, what they do is they use these bamboo poles, and they line the bamboo pole with banana leaf, okay? So they'll have to feed the banana leaf into the bamboo pole, and then the pre-soaked rice, they will feed the raw pre-soaked rice into the banana tube, and then they'll cook it leaning against like a, a sort of like a tent-like structure, and cook it on an open flame for hours and hours, okay? So because we're bypassing the whole like grilling on an open flame from start to finish stage, we're actually just trying to replicate the flavor just by lightly grilling these these lemang sticks, okay? You can also, if you don't want to grill it on the stovetop, you can also chuck it in the oven, I guess, for a few minutes, okay? Just to nicely, gently release the flavor of the banana leaf. Okay, so there you go. That's what lemang looks like. Have a go. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in my next video. Okay, and I will catch you in my next video. See you later.